Welcome back to Jurist Speaks. In the previous video, the question, why should law students study professional ethics as a separate subject, was answered. In this video, we will examine what are the positives of the legal profession. In other words, what is the impact of the legal profession on society? Those who have opted to become advocates, were they wrong? What do you advise? Let's find out. Legal profession is considered as a noble profession for three reasons. Firstly, advocates play a very important role in the administration of justice by the state. Think about this. You, as an advocate, you play a role in administering justice to the people. How is this? An advocate who is an officer of the court will assist the court by informing the court what are the facts of the case, what are the case laws, on the basis of which relief is granted by the courts. If that assistance is not there, it will be very difficult for the courts to give justice to the people. Believe you me when I say there is no better feeling for the client after years of torture, after years of struggle. Finally, justice is served, and you get to be a part of that. Secondly, an advocate promotes justice in the society. He promotes justice by defending and enforcing the rights and freedoms of the people, by protecting the innocent and making sure that the guilty are punished. People talk about rights, duties, oh, this right, that right, my right. Where are these rights and duties enforced? They are enforced in the court of law. They are enforced through the advocates. Without an advocate representing the client properly, rights and duties may go to waste. Without proper enforcement, there is no use of any rights or duties, because ultimately it is enforced in the court of law. So, an advocate promotes justice by making sure that the rights and duties of the people are properly represented in the courts. Thirdly, legal profession demands certain ideals, demands a certain type of conduct to be followed by the advocates. Like I said, honesty, integrity, work ethic, consistency is all required in the legal profession, without which it's very difficult. You have to remember, back in the old days, the legal profession was a part-time job. It was actually the priests in the royal courts in their free time used to represent the innocent people before the kings. Then later on, it became a profession. It was never made in order to make money. As a matter of fact, it was done free at cost as a social service to the poor and the needy. Later on, a small pouch was attached to the gown of the priest, and people voluntarily used to give 1 or 2 rupee, not rupee, but 1 or 2 coins in the back of the pouch. The priest had no idea that money was given. Later on, that money was used to serve the poor and the needy people. That was the greatness of this profession. Never practiced in order to make as much money as possible. It was always done as a social service and will remain so. So, for all these things, because this profession demands such nobility, it is considered as a noble profession. Legal profession is a learned profession in the sense that not only what you have studied will be displayed and put to use before the courts, not only that, but this profession also calls for high and noble conduct, which is a product of true education anyway. True education or true learning does not mean just studying the textbooks and scoring marks. No. Real education is supposed to change the character of a person. It is supposed to make him or her more civilized. Humility, patience, generosity, humanity, these are all supposed to be the end products of real or true learning. Edmund Burke, a well-renowned jurist, has rightly said, law is the only science that does more to strengthen the understanding of man than all other studies combined, all other sciences combined. This means that in the legal profession, the advocate has to use many skills. First of all, he has to interview the clients, find out what is the legal problem, find out what is the remedy to that problem. Then he has to prepare and represent the clients in front of the judge. These are all so many skills which can only be acquired after years and years of learning. That is why this is a learned profession where learning never ends. Legal profession is also considered as an independent profession. As a matter of fact, the most independent profession. This is mainly because compared to other members of the society, members of the legal profession need not hesitate to condemn injustice, to fight against tyranny. More than the judge, it is the advocate who has to fight for justice because he pleads for it. Other members of the society may also criticize, but this privilege has been given to the advocate, has been bestowed upon him. Secondly, it is called as an independent profession because unlike other people, you don't have to depend on your employer whether he is in the right mood or not. Even if he scolds, you have to listen or not. Don't have to depend whether he will next year, whether you will be employed or not. You don't have to worry about these things. Once you acquire a basic understanding of how to draft, how to file the case, how to start the arguments, then you can set up your own office and you can practice the law. No need for employer-employee relationship and the other dramas that come along with it. So in that way, it is an independent profession. If you wish, you can open the office or you can go to the movies. It is your wish. So, independent profession. What is the place of an advocate in the social order? I mean, because of all the qualities that he possesses after years and years of learning and training, I think he occupies the position of a leader of the society. I mean, he exercises great influence. People should realize one thing. Their rights, their duties, all of those things have value. they can be enforced in the court of law. It can only be possible with the assistance of an advocate. Every landmark judgment, the advocates play a very important role. All the major decisions and all the laws made to the people, the advocates will play a very important role. So obviously he contributes so much to the society. So obviously he exercises great influence. Now I know what you're all thinking. But sir, we have heard the criticisms. Lawyers are liars. Lawyers are like parasites to the community. Oh my God, they promote strife. Do not worry. Legal fraternity, I am here. This brings me to the next video. In the next video, let us break down the criticism. Do lawyers really promote strife? Are liars, all these false narratives? Let us break this down. Till then, take care and see you all in the next video.